it's just the what do you call the one? The explanation, you know.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah, I got the term. No, the idiom, right?
You know, dude, I was just messing with you. I know what you mean, bro.
Yeah,
Hey.
I definitely know. Come on.
Again, what they're fighting for here would definitely just be more of a bragging rights, and obviously the title of going into the grand finals, and of course, well, getting into the grand finals means you can secure 10,000 USD as well. If you win, then it's 20,000. Yeah, 20,000 USD. So really huge prize pool here, and whoever win here, whoever is gonna be winning here would definitely win out a lot, and you know, a lot of budget when they go to Japan and you know go to the Pokemon Center and maybe buy a very big Lapras plushie or Snorlax, which is too big for you to bring home to the airport and stuff. And I just want that too.
Me too, you know. Who would love a big Lapras? You're gonna go into the Lapras entrance. You're gonna ride on it, the plushie. It's so cute. Come on. Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want that, right?
Yeah, but here you go. Alter Ego going over to Blastoise. It's something that we haven't seen before. But Miraen Sejong though, Jong into that Urshifu.
Really interested. We've seen this before. A while ago, it was full of Metagross, but right now, it's gonna be Urshifu. And I love the composition so far. This Urshifu could actually be a huge factor, knowing that the ward is in Umbreon. And definitely, when you lock in someone, when you jail someone with a Wicked Look, and that Wicked Look comes up, it's over. You're gonna be sent back into the base, and it's not just that.
Okay, hold up.
Whoa, wait.
No. My heart keep a beat.
We were frozen, dude.
I mean, yo, honestly, that would have worked as well in this kind of composition. I think that would have worked, but obviously they have to go in for their comfort pick as well. That's gonna be the Age Slash, which we've seen earlier already, right? And then now Alter Ego going back into the Glaceon, double evolutions, 94 now into going into the Lucario, and of course Sakura now as a tank, as that of the Blastoise. Dude, why is he named 94, bro? It could have been like 84, 86. That was very close, bro.
Yeah,
very close.
And a tongue twister, actually. I'm gonna be having a hard time pronouncing it.
The 90,
case,
86, bro, that's so classic.
Yeah, classic, right? 86.
But 94 is amazing into the side of Alter Ego as well. I mean, they have had replace of BKZ, but nonetheless they have filled out that role beautifully.
Yeah, a lot of fans were saying that BKZ, was a major downfall, but no, look where Alter Ego is right now. All the way up into the upper bracket finals, and they're making sure that they fill in what BKZ does, despite moving in terms of role. Definitely not a problem for them. They took their time during the group stage and implemented everything here into the playoffs. And right now, this is the series that they need to win to get the advantage all over to the grand finals.
Yes, sir, and here we have it. The first match of our upper bracket finals. It is going to be Alter Ego versus Miraen Sejong.
Yeah, really excited for this matchup. We're going to be seeing the fullest potential of these teams right now. Miraen Sejong, they're not going to be doing the challenge here. They're just looking for their wilds. There's actually a different phasing for them, knowing that they want to go aggressive as quick as they can, get the scores up going. Right now, it's a different scenario. Oh, there we go.
I'm waiting for it, to have that, because if we are going to be doing this, right, if we're going to be looking at it this way, both of them are on an equilibrium, and we need to see that one thing, that chaotic thing that would break this, equilibrium of Alter Ego and Miraen. Again, both of these teams are really strong, and it only takes one thing to remove the balance.
Speaking of removing the balance was removed immediately into the top path, knowing that the Altaria and Swablues were gotten or were stolen by Ultra Ego. So actually, that's a huge, or not a huge actually, but a lead that they could actually keep. And right now, they just have to continue everything else. Yes, they got the priority a while ago. So right now, they just have to go back into their forest. Get the wilds once again, go for the ambush, and potentially get the knockouts that they want to get.
Oh yeah, and now here we go. Ultra Ego still, both of them, Miraen, Sejong, Ultra Ego still doesn't have any points at all. And you can definitely see how much they are being careful of each other. So, one of the things I always say is that, there's a huge difference between being scared and being careful. But in this case, both of them are actually being careful. Nobody's being scared. They're just being wary of each other. But look at that, though. That's going to be the first 2 KOs of the game here, going into the side of Ultra Ego. And this is what we're talking about. Like, this is the thing that breaks the equilibrium against these two teams. And now that Ultra Ego is able to get in and break that balance, they are ready to roll.
Oh my goodness, but did you just saw that surf eject button to secure the knockout a while ago, all the way into the middle part of the forest? That was phenomenal in order to get the EXP. Definitely you want to go for the knockouts, but right now Miraen Sejong trying to get every single Altaria and Swablues up and going into the bottom path, but right now need to apply the pressure to score some goals.
He has the re, and look at that, Lucario 94 going to be able to get down to, again, getting in that attack phase up as well, with the permanent stat boost in terms of the attack. Look at that, using not extreme speed, not bone rush, but rather close combat, which has been like the move to go here for Lucario after the nerf on extreme speed. But then again, power up punch is, like a Wicked Blow light version, I'd say. Still a very strong move nonetheless.
Yeah, but here's the thing, like, if you do have the Wicked Blow, might as well go for it, right? But, Power Up Punch, I do get you.
You didn't.
Yeah, they did it, right? And Power Up Punch is still a great kit as well, specifically when you land it and you have the close combat.
Yes.
Followed up, it's still the amount of damage that you can get from the Wicked Blow.
It's the attack prowess coming from that of it's quite comparable to a Wicked Blow, although it does take a lot of time, because the difference there is that that is the DPS coming in from that of Lucario, damage per second in comparison to the burst damage coming in from that of the Wicked Blow. But regardless of which, though, Ultra Ego is now able to be the first one to destroy the first a score goal. That is the first score goal down bottom, and again, that's what I'm talking about, right? Like, the moment they're able to get into 2KO, the first 2KO of the game, immediately break the balance, and now answering back into Miraen Sejong. Still doesn't have any points, however, but we're going to be able to answer back with taking down, Shengdi with that of the Glaceon.
Oh yeah, the Bliss Assistance was a little bit too early a while ago. It was pop off with a little bit of a time. Definitely that could make the Glaceon still up and put up a fight and avoid being knocked out. So definitely it's one of the minor mistakes that you have to be very careful, because every knockout and experience counts as well. So you have to be very cautious about that one. But here on the other hand, on top pad, Kura, it's just, doing the job of a defender, trying to defend things down and make sure that the team is already up and ready when that Regieleki comes up on top. But still, bottom objective will be the first one to come.
Oh, the Urshifu, though, is going to get sandwiched here. Coming in, Jong! Man, I'm sorry, Jong. I mean, you don't want to get sandwiched, right? That's just happening.
Yeah, very unfortunate turn of events. What a timing. And right now, Ultra Ego will be taking this Regirock for free. They could actually just go back up online. But right now, no one has claimed Regieleki yet, but it's full of reds, it's full of orange, full of Miraen Sejong as they get the last hit for that Regieleki. And Ultra Ego needs to defend this or back immediately.
He has a re, and now, Miraen Sejong definitely does need the Regieleki, because again, they have a single point yet, still no stacks, and that's why they are having such a hard time against that of Ultra Ego into team fights. Whereas Ultra Ego, yes, they might not have the XP lead against that of Miraen Sejong. Miraen Sejong still does have the XP advantage, I'd say. Well, not quite anymore, but earlier on, right? The main difference between the two teams is the stats. Whereas Ultra Ego already has a lot of stacks, but Miraen Sejong does not. Still at 0 at 4 minute mark, bro.
Yeah, and you want those scoring items to be up on light and on its maximum potential as early as 7 to 6 minute mark of the game.
Honestly,
And
8, bro.
yeah, 8,
8.
right? That's like the latest standard already. 7, 6, and right now it's 3:30, but don't have any yet. But Miraen Sejong finally lands 40 points all the way into the bottom path, but in exchange, that AG slash will be sent back into the base.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, is that really worth it? I mean, yeah, actually, it is worth it. Just because of the fact that the one that got the score is Shifu, and he really needs his stacks. But speaking of stacks, though, here comes Bliss Assistance into the Hydro Dragoon. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get anyone at all. Into the side of Miraen Sejong, but still going to be enough to push it in. But there goes the Blastoise, going to be taken out as well, and the Espeon as well. Wow, this is Miraen Sejong slowly but surely trying to get in, and look at that!
Wow.
It was very close for 94 to have put that 40 points. Unfortunately, was jumped in by the jump pad from Miraen Sejong.
And there we have it, another set of goals coming in for Miraen Sejong. Regice has appeared all the way into the bottom path, but the prioritization hasn't been very much available yet. Alter Ego managed to step in already into Regice, but the 40-point conversion still lands on Miraen Sejong.
Here we have it. Here we go. Regice is getting attacked here by Alter Ego. Earlier on, we've stayed. Miraen Sejong stayed into 0 points until like what 3-minute mark, but now they are currently in the lead. But then again, having like what 47 points isn't much of a lead, especially in this stage of the tournament. That there's still the Rayquaza, so it could still be anyone's game. But what matters is they can get in their XPs, and as of the moment, Urshifu currently at level 13, but the rest into the side of Alter Ego though is currently at level 12, and only Espeon is at level 11, which really doesn't matter. Though it would have been better if it is at level 12. But look at this glacial stage into that of the Espeon with the sword power, going to be able to take down this amazing Mewtwo, which is going to be quite detrimental onto the side of Miraen Sejong, as Alter Ego is now pushing out some damage into that of Rayquaza. But the Hoompa though, is bound. Is it going to be enough though? Unfortunately, not going to be enough, as the Ikora, the Blissey is able to take down the Rayquaza, and now all he has to do is just run in, put into scores, as they were able to take down 4 into the Miraen Sejong, essentially wiping down everyone into that team. And man, Mewtwo don't do nothing here.
Do get the concept what Miraen Sejong was trying to do with the rings and bound, but there's not enough reinforcements. It could be the Urshifu that teleported all the way onto the portal, but the only ones responding, or the only ones gonna get back, is the Mewtwo Y, and you need some time in order to Mecha Evolve, you need some energy as well to maximize your damage, and that wasn't the case for Miraen Sejong. Yes, the concept was there, but the follow-up and the execution not gonna be quite available, as Alter Ego denies it completely.
And now 30 seconds left here. Currently at 785. This is going to be an impossible feat for Miraen Sejong to actually come back to. And just like that, I think we can already conclude that Alter Ego has secured game number 1.
Yeah. And what a victory, right? We all know that Alter Ego was controlling the game. The moment that we've seen Miraen Sejong not scoring any single goal, it was their game. Why?
Yes.
Because the moment that Miraen Sejong scored a goal, that was just 3 times. It wasn't enough for you to get your items stacked up, because that was 3 times. Even a single member out of their team cannot maximize the attack weight, the SP attack specs. It's impossible for you to catch up unless you do a beautiful steal on the Rayquaza.
Yep. I mean, again, this is what we're talking about when we just introduce ourselves into this, going into this match. The external factors, the factors outside of the game, really affected this match. And as I mentioned, them winning the previous match, the momentum is still there, the heat, the blaze is still flaming out. Give some updates. Okay, actually, never mind. We are going to get into we'll give you updates later. For the brackets, I was going to say an update to the bracket, and we had just had our third secured spot for the Pokemon Unite Asia Champions League Finals. But before that, let's focus down into this game first. It is going to be Alter Ego going into the second pick this time around.
And this this time around. And Alter Ego, I don't see any problem with them as of now.
No.
But for Miraen Sejong, I do quite understand the lineup of what they're trying to make it work. But here's the thing,
Right.
they haven't been able to maximize the Hoopa. The value of the Hoopa, it wasn't maximized. Like, if we're gonna be comparing it into Talon, like Talon
Right.
knows how Hoopa works so much. And that's not the case for Miraen Sejong, right?
That's
So
the high
definitely-
diff, bro.
Yeah, it's
High diff.
yeah, it's Kai we're talking about. So definitely there has to be more value from the Hoopa, right?
Let's see though, what's gonna be the player of the game here for Alter Ego. Hovering into that Umbreon. Oh, the Miraen is open again. Yeah, I forgot. The Miraen is open again. And if Alter Ego is not gonna be using it, definitely I think Miraen Sejong is gonna be opening it up.
Alter Ego decides to go for the mid-Y. So Miraidon is actually a huge possibility for Miraen Sejong, but prioritization will be not the all-rounder.
Yeah.
And I mean, as it should.
I mean, quite understandable, really.
Yeah, understandable, right?
What? Wow. Okay. Going back to the basics. I think it's gonna be the player. Oh. Ooh. Mimikyu. Ikura, what's gonna be the play? Okay. Okay. I know what's going to be the last Pokemon, bro.
I know.
Zorwar.
Zorwar.
bro.
It has to be Shinji.
Shinji?
Come on,
Shinji?
Shinji.
Come on, Shinji.
Come on. Bring it out. Bring it out. Come on.
Charizard.
Let it out on your Pokeball, Shinji. Come on.
Charizard. Okay. To being, again, back into the Espeon and the H slash. There we go. No,
There we go.
okay.
No questions asked.
Yeah, no questions asked. We're not gonna question you. We know. We saw that from a mile away, bro. The moment that Ikura went in for the the moment that Ikura chose the Comfy, we knew, bro. Like, we've been watching you play for how many years now? We know what's coming.
It's time for a Zorwar Coffee session here in game number 2. Alter Ego really does want to finish things strong here and get the momentum going into the grand finals. Actually, they're eyeing on it already. This is one of their trump cards. But Miraen Sejong, they still have a lot of chance. A while ago, they weren't using defenders. It was actually the
Right.
H slash serving as the defender. But right now, they have an additional reinforcement, which is the Snorlax. Could actually be the main setter of the team.
But even though, right? Like, let's go over this like quite objectively. I have to say though, like, in terms of the reason why I'm voting for Alter Ego in game number 2 based on draft is mainly because we've already seen them play and use this for several tournaments now, right? And it has been working out thus far. The thing is, if we look at it objectively, Miraen Sejong's composition, their team, Hoopa, Urshifu, and Snorlax, Ageless, and Espeon definitely does have a better chances of living. Especially with the Hoopa, going back to the base, hyperspace hole, sure, all that and whatnot. Urshifu can definitely survive on its own. Snorlax, with the Yawn and Heavy Slam, maybe even a block, but it's definitely not going to be block, I don't think. Yawn Heavy Slam is definitely going to provide a lot of, crowd control into the side of Alter Ego, and H/Espeon just freely damages. So really, being very squishy into the side of Alter Ego, they need to be, very careful with this, despite us knowing that this works out really well for them. Regardless of which, they still need to be very careful.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Alter Ego, their trump card is that Zorwar to rotate as quick as they can and go for the knockouts and definitely make Miraen Sejong behind so big. That's the best decision that they can actually do at the first 3 to 4 minutes of this game. And that is what they need right now.
Yeah, I mean, if they can allow, if Miraen Sejong allows Shengdi to do whatever they want to do, man, and that's gonna be the formula for them losing this match. And as you can see now, down up top, Comfy is now with Shengdi again. Ikura is now in Shengdi and now gonna be able to get ready to go in. But Miraen Sejong was able to acknowledge this, made sure to use the elevator, and now punishing Shengdi for it.
That's gonna be very big for Miraen Sejong. It's not just one, but two knockouts coming in from them. Very.
Oh wait, no, that wasn't Ikura.
Point. Yeah. Very on point. They managed to knock out two all-rounders, which is actually a huge factor in terms of damage. Oh, not two all-rounders. One all-rounder, one speedster.
Yeah, Shingdi and Ice back again. But then again, you know, it's one of the things, right, that everyone already knows. The moment that there's a Comfy, sure, it is a very good support. Let's you know, we don't doubt that. We already recognize that. But at the same time, if you use a Comfy, you essentially miss out on supporting other team because it will just funnel through a singular Pokemon, and in this case that is going to be the Zoroark. And since everyone's already using it, everyone's already used to it as well, they just know how to punish it, and that's what Miraen Sejong is doing as of the moment. Alter Ego still does not have any stacks, only 2 points on the board.
And that's actually not looking good for their team because they have to stack up their attack base as quick as they could. But Miraen Sejong keeping it up with the defense. But right now, Top Rat a little bit of danger here, but Hyperspatial Elevators comes up.
Yes, they're and now Miraen Sejong wants to get up to help down their teammates. But look at this though. You can see how Alter Ego is having such difficulty into pushing in on, you know, Miraen Sejong. He couldn't even get a single KO up until now, bro. So honestly, this is going to be pretty bleak for Alter Ego.
Yeah, have to catch up as quick as they can. No defense whatsoever, all the way to the bottom path, and they can't. Actually, they don't get it yet, but they managed to stack up by scoring a couple of goals out there. They get additional defense if they get the Regirock, but sad to say, that top path is in a lot of pressure.
And there we go. You know, as you can see, you know, they are just allowing Shingli to get as much points as possible, just so that they would be able to stack and be able to build up their Pokemon, be ready for the upcoming team fights. But then again, you know, this is why I'm saying as well that you know, Miraen Sejong's composition is quite better, in my opinion, objectively speaking, right? Just composition based against that of Alter Ego, because they are really squishy. Sure, they have the damage, but being squishy is not going to help their case at all. Whereas Miraen Sejong not only does have the fluff that the Snorlax has as a defender, but then again, you know, they can always just go back to their team base, get some health, go back with the elevator.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's the functionality of the Hyperspatial. It's either you rotate or go back into your base. That's actually the whole story of it. You still have the rings unbound when you need last minute or last second reinforcements. That's the whole functionality of a Hoopa.
Two, right? Like, you can use 2 Hyperspatials. Obviously, the first one will put you into a cooldown. Not going to be able to go back again on the second one. But then again, there is the, as you have mentioned, the Rings Unbound, which allows them to bypass that cooldown from the Hyperspatial to get back into the base, to get back into the fight.
Yeah. And that's the value that they want, or Miraen Sejong wants to get out of this composition. And they're doing it right now. Can't you see that Alter Ego cannot seem to find an opening to score some goals or even to look for an opportunity to get the resources? And they're actually overextending a lot right now because they have to gamble everything out. And Zoro takes that one.
FFF has been put up here, and Ebon Fist into the Wicked Blow, into Shingdi, almost gets taken out, but gets supported here with Coffee, allowing it to survive for another day. Beautiful stuff here. They're going to be able to answer back, taking down that Espeon as well. And now Shingdi still alive thanks to Ice support here, and now War here with the block. They're not going to go in for the Yawn, but instead goes in for the block instead. Chobo almost gets taken out here, almost low on HP, almost 1 HP rather. And look at this though, are they still going to be able to punish down this Hoopa? No, not quite yet.
Yeah, not going to be quite yet, but look at that. Hyperspace hold really on point. This is the value that we have been looking for in game number 1. Making sure that Jong can actually go back and forth into the fight. Did you see that? The Wicked Blow was actually thrown out before he got back into the base with the Hyperspace hold.
Oh, wow!
Calculated! Oh my goodness! Power nap!
And wow. The Hyperspace hole, bro. Just in case they weren't able to get the Reggie Ice, the Hyperspace was there to move Snorlax away, bro.
That was so smart. Miraen Sejong Fantastic. Building up the lead, 261. But on the other hand, Alter Ego has an answer back all the way into the top path, but not going to be quite enough to catch up. But still, a good amount of lead for Miraen Sejong, but they have to keep it up. 3:20 on the clock.
That was sick. I have no word. That was very sick, bro. And the mere fact that they were able to take it away with power nap, bro. The coordination of these players in this team is just phenomenal.
I mean, they actually maximize everything else on their pocket, right? Whether it's the Ignite move, it's your move set, or use your battle items. Definitely, they can't afford to give everything at the hands of Alter Ego, because that's Alter Ego. That's Alter Ego for you. And this is actually the upper bracket finals. You can't give an inch already. Invest everything as much as possible when it is actually worth it.
But here's the thing, though. Going into the Rayquaza, right? We have, 30 seconds. As you can see here, Alter Ego does have the XP advantage against that of Miraen Sejong. So definitely this is going to be a hard flip against that of Miraen Sejong. So if they can take them out one by one, just before the Hoopa, there we go. That's one of the main ideas here, right? Take down the Hoopa, not allow them to get back up, and then punish through. And that's what they need to do coming into this Rayquaza. But since the Hoopa is just about to arrive, well, they can burst down the Rayquaza, but they don't have enough time. The Hoopa is now back once again, but unfortunately not going to allow War to get back with a Play With Me. Beautiful Unite move. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, Chobo was there wanting to help Ward, but Mimikyu said, you know what? No, you want to play with it? Play with me, boy. And they stopped it from going back. That was huge. Alter Ego now have the advantage, bursting the Rayquaza, shaking the Rayquaza, and now they can just go and score. Chobo, Rings, and Bounce to be able to take on Shingi though, but still 4 more alive into the side of Alter Ego. Puts in some scores. Are they going to be able to defend this? They should be able to defend this. Quite yet. There go 400 cheap. Oh no. Oh no. Cheap points. Ward. They need to stop Ward. Oh no. Now 491.
You're able to stop it.
There's a minute left. A minute left. But 104 points. 104 points. They don't know this. They don't know this.
They don't have the buff yet.
Because they got notified before the 104 point.
All right, they're catching up. Miraen Sejong trying to build up the lead, but there's no heavy slam. There's no space for Alter Ego.
There's no space indeed. 30 seconds left.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, I'm biting my nails, bro. There we go. Iron Death Forever is getting popped up into the Moonlight Path as well, but the block is pushing Alter Ego away. No time. No time. There we go.
No time.
Oh my goodness. Miraen Sejong going to be able to take down Shingi and Ice as well. One more is going to be the play of the game here. Kura wasn't able to help them out. Not quite yet. Going to be able to survive though. Going to be able to take down 2. But then again, Miraen Sejong's formidable defense stopped Alter Ego from catching up. Didn't matter if they got the Rayquaza. We got the Shingi and we got the game. 106 points, bro.
My goodness, what was that? What an execution coming in from Miraen Sejong. They knew that after that situation, yes, they didn't got the objective, the Rayquaza, but they were just at the middle of the map because of the Rings Unbound. Everyone was already...
in our community voices, and along with that, we have Philippines as well. But mostly, actually, this time around, mostly are from, cheering for Alter Ego.
Yeah, I mean, Alter Ego has been doing the works of wonder here. Just imagine their tournament run so far, together with Miraen Sejong. They're actually one of the teams that wasn't actually performing on a maximum potential during the group stage.
Yeah.
But right now, it's a completely different story for playoffs.
Yeah. Again, they could still have a bit of a, some leeway, some mistakes, I guess, for the group stages. Obviously not mistake, but they have that window of adjustment on the group stages. But now again, it is the playoffs. and everything will be different here again, especially that we are now, or at least they are now qualifying or fighting off to qualify for the Pokemon Unite Asia Champions League finals. But then again, we already now have our top four securing our spot for Japan, and now all they are fighting for is, of course, the grand final spot, the first place spot, the prize pool share, and of course, well, actually, that's pretty much it. That is it. Yes.
Yeah. And right now, in terms of the draft, I see nothing wrong with both of the lineups so far. But again, we do not know what kind of strategy yet has to bring it up, because for sure, these teams, they want to get the advantage in the upper bracket. They don't want to do it the hard way. And Miraen Esports is actually doing it right now. Just imagine they dropped their first ever game in the playoff, and right now they're slowly catching up. They actually have their tickets to Japan already, and who knows, they're going up against Paper Rex. And it's just very phenomenal tournament run so far for them, despite not being visible as of now. But going back into this game, it's gonna be another Wigglytuff session. Yes, it will be.
Yes, sir.
It will be the defender here, JJ-kun, the main defender. And here's the great thing: 2 all-rounders. That would boost a lot of HP.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, again, Garchomp and Wigglytuff is all they need to be the defender. And then there's also the Hoopa along with it. Man, they're going to be surviving for such a long time, bro.
Oh yeah. Never doubt this kind of scenario here. And so far, I'm quite curious what could be the actual value here for the Buzzwole, because we all know Buzzwole is one of the rising Pokemons in the tournament so far. It's gonna be that Lunge or Smackdown, actually any kind of moveset.
Right.
Seen Leech Life, as far as I know, it's always the superpower because of the amount of crowd control that can actually give you, despite being a single target, right?
Right. No, because the thing is, right? Leech Life and Leech Life is, I think, still a strong move, especially if you're playing solo. But the thing is, if you're playing a high level tournament such as this, right? You'd want to be as coordinated with your team as possible, and being able to reposition, isolate, reposition, disposition someone from the other team is definitely the more beneficial play than just making sure that you stay alive by yourself. Especially that, Leech Life, not only are you stunning a singular target, but you're also stunning yourself, making you, making you be open for attacks. Even if you're, leeching life from one Pokemon. So Superpower definitely not only gives you a bit of a mobility, dispositions to your opponents as well, to whether, you want to isolate them and have your teammates do the job, finish the job rather, or, just push them away.
Yeah.
And at the same time, right? You can also use it with the Regieleki.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I also love the response here coming in for Alter Ego, because they decided to go for the Wigglytuff instead of a traditional defender, knowing that there is actually an Urshifu on their opponent, and the Unseen Fist definitely would deny those defense. So great replacement. It's gonna be the Wigglytuff. Together with the same, could definitely provide a lot of space and crowd control for their team.
Right. See, here's the thing though. Another thing to take note of Wigglytuff, it's not Akura using it anymore, but it is Ice. They might have switched roles this time, because they're switching defenders and supports. But another thing to take note of the Wigglytuff is that when you sing, it doesn't matter if you it doesn't matter if you crowd control it, if you you get hit by the superpower of the Buzzwole or whatever that is. The effect of sing will still continue nonetheless.
And that's the great thing about it. And speaking of the great thing, Alter Ego gets a knockout out of it. And see, this is the opening that Ice could give. That huge pressure with the Sing would actually make everyone back down. birds. Oh, what a jam. Alright, JJ, what do you think of this kind of rotation so far? Because, as you can see, Miraen Sejong, they're trying to be the aggressive ones here, actually putting a lot of scores here, stacking it up as soon as they can. And wow, that's very wonderful. More stacks, more attack damage, and more health if they do have the biscuits. And right now, they're trying to go in for the knockout. They're eyeing for Miraen Sejong, making some space in order to get the prioritization in the objective.
Right. No, it's definitely the kind of objective that the kind of competition that Miraen Sejong here does have is definitely a much more balanced one. You know, they can survive more team fights. They have more sustainability, despite Alter Ego having that having that Hoopa. Regardless of which, right? It's what do you call this? It is it heavily depends on when and where the Hoopa would be able to support Alter Ego. But if they take down the Hoopa, Miraen Sejong takes out the Hoopa, then, you know, Miraen Sejong can essentially last long as much as possible against that of Alter Ego. And that's what we're seeing right now. Taking out the Wigglytuff, taking out the Hoopa, essentially breaks the bones here for Alter Ego. And that is the objective that they're eyeing for and has been doing since earlier.
Right now, this pressure is being taken a lot by Miraen Sejong, despite being up here. Definitely that Regieleki has a huge amount of value to buy some time, and Alter Ego actually does have a lot of leisure time to clear out the resources to get these Wobbu's and Altarias all the way into the middle and make sure that they catch up by getting these wild Pokemons, and of course, the bottom objective of the Regi so far.
And at the same time, like as I've been saying earlier, you know, SmackDown, Superpower, definitely dispositions Pokemon inside of Alter Ego. And at the same time, it's actually very quite beneficial for the side of Miraen Sejong as well. Just because the fact that, you know, if there is the hyperspace hole coming from the side of Alter Ego, if they do use SmackDown for Buzzwole, well, they're just essentially canceling them out. And SmackDown does have a bit of a AoE-ish cleaving effect that if you get hit by SmackDown, then whoever is gonna get hit by that very small hitbox is going to be flying down. Although, of course, you know, a Superpower is only single targeted, but still,
you know, it's like the side effect of the move that you really want to benefit a lot from it. You have to maximize it as soon as you can. Oh, I love that! Sing, but that Umbreon used the mean look in order to prevent it from advancing even further and not completely be asleep. But even that, with this, Power Nap has been deployed.
Powering up, and of course Sarlacc is going to be popped up as well, just to make sure that they survive for another time here. Here comes the Sing again, but the block is going to get blocked out. It's going to block Eyes though from coming in, but the mean look as well didn't matter. The Sing is up once again, ladies and gentlemen, all trades like this. You know, game, please can you recategorize Wigglytuff into a defender?
Defender, right? You know?
Yeah.
And Ho-Oh? How about Ho-Oh? How about Ho-Oh?
Yeah, I'll put it down to 4, you know?
Yeah, you know what you're saying, right? You know? It is what it is, right? Ooh.
And here you go, you know, going back into the game, 36 to 221, quite a significant lead coming in from the side of Miraen Sejong, and at the same time, not only that, but the XP lead is on the side of Alter Ego. Nonetheless, though, Miraen Sejong does have the advantage in terms of team fights, as they have been winning again and again. But the pressure, though, that Alter Ego is giving Miraen Sejong, make sure that Miraen Sejong cannot do any mistakes, because Alter Ego is just going to eat them up alive. But here comes the mean look again. Look at the damage to Eyes. HP coming in from that of the Wicked Blow, but the Infinite Cyber is going to be popped up as well, but to no avail.
Regieleki right now, hyper prioritization all the way for Alter Ego, but there goes Stream Members!
Ooh.
Not gonna be quite enough. Actually, it was enough. They got the Regieleki, and right now Rings and Bound was served in order for the reinforcements to come up.
Yes, Zuri, and there you have it. It is going to be the Buzzwole taking up the Aegis Slash, and into the side of score goal is going to be the Sandwich Garchomp. Miraen Sejong has Alter Ego at the palm of their hands.
Yeah, and Alter Ego is already pinched down right off the spot, and Alter Ego cannot move the way they want to because of the pressure being applied here by Miraen Sejong. Just look at that.
Dude, this is the most recent second placer in the world that we're seeing right now. And Alter Ego, while they have played quite beautifully earlier, um, we saw how much they have dominated the other teams. But Miraen Sejong, dude, they have the they the, there's a huge gap. There's a skill gap right now from Alter Ego to Miraen Sejong, and again, we haven't seen Miraen Sejong play in such a high level. I mean, they have been playing in such a high level, but not this much, right? This is mainly because of the how close they are with Alter Ego. Geographically speaking, they can play really well now.
Yeah, and it's not just that. We haven't seen enough tactical prowess before in during the group stage. Yes, there were tactical, which you do love from Miraen Sejong,
Right.
but not this much to the extent that you could actually make everyone be on a choke point.
Dude, Alter Ego is well, you know, I have the words, bro. Like Miraen Sejong's
49.
actually shut down Alter Ego.
All right, that's top path goal, 98 points. But who's gonna be starting the Rayquaza? That's gonna be Miraen Sejong. But they just have to play tag up against Alter Ego because Alter Ego, they do want to force things out.
Oh yeah, I mean this is a flip, and they have to force a flip as well. And look at this, mean look again to stop Eyes from having to sing. And look at that, there goes the jump, the heavy slam coming from coming in from that of the Snorlax, and now they didn't choose to go back into hyperspace so that they can still go back later on, but never mind, it does not matter because the Wigglytuff is going to be taken out 11 seconds over the spawn point. But here comes another one, Livid Outrage, just to be able to get away from the mean look, but still going to be enough to make sure that their teammates survive. It was only used to survive themselves, and the Hoopa is now up, Rings Unbound. Are they going to be able to force it down?
Flare.
The Rayquazas are going to be able to take down the Espeon, and low on health is Miraen Sejong getting 4 down. They were able to take it away. Ward is the only one left here, and that is a team wipe. Alter Ego at the last second of the Rayquaza. That was beautiful from Ikura. The timing of the usage of the Rings Unbound was just perfect.
Beyond perfect. Beyond evolution, ladies and gentlemen. Alter Ego steals the game away. Not quite yet. They're going to be dunking more points so far. Almost a 300-point lead. They have to defend things down already. Especially the last investment. But they decide to push up even further. Miraen Sejong doesn't have enough time to march even down into tier 2 goal zones of Alter Ego.
If Miraen Sejong was able to take down Alter Ego much earlier or much later, Rings Unbound wouldn't have had any impact at all, and Miraen Sejong would have been able to burst down the Rayquaza, but unfortunately, perfectly timed. Rings Unbound coming in from the Ikura allowed them to burst down the Rayquaza, take down everyone from the side of Miraen Sejong, and Alter Ego is not going to let them get the grand final spot as Alter Ego wins 2-1, securing the grand final spot and the 10K USD.
Wow. Oh my goodness. One step closer. Ladies and gentlemen, phenomenal performance